This upcoming midterm exam will include conceptual questions and short answer questions. Conceptual questions cover cloud computing definition and services, distributed computing definition, challenges, and opportunities, Unix popular utilities, HDFS roles of name node data loads, as well as fault tolerance mechanism of HDFS and its application in read and write operations, young resource management and job scheduling, map reduce paradigm, roles of map class and reduce class parallel data process mechanisms. And for short answer questions, we mainly cover for problem solving with HDFS, MapReduce, and fault tolerance mechanism of HDFS. Let's take a look at the first review question. And this is use the HDFS to help monitor back sharing usage and mainly ask you to help connect the trip records from all the back stations. Let's go to here. First, you need to log into course cluster. Keep in mind, before you do that, you need to have SH tunneling. And after that, it is SH to course cluster. And after that, it is create a text file called bank trips. So you can copy this name. And during the exam, what you need to do is you need to finish the first part of the midterm exam. And because that in first part of exam supposed to have the lockdown browser. So only when you finish that, you can close the lockdown browser, work on the second part. Okay, so now they have different approaches to create a text file named as this. And one is you can use cat. So you can copy this one and paste here. And after that, you can click Control key and hold the Control key and tap V. So in that case, it is this we are going to help create this file, right? And the next one, it is to ask you to create a data directory named back shell in HDFS. So in that case, you need to use, let me clean that. You need to use HDFS command line. For example, right? So in your case, it is you need to change the test to be your Linux username, same as what you practiced before. And once it finished, you move to the next one. And next one is ask you to upload this back trips.csv to this file. So you can copy this one and paste here, just speed up when you work on the exam question. And then ask you to display the content and which in already upload to the cluster. So you can see this content. And after that, it asks you to rename it. So HDFS, DFS, MV. So you need to make sure you need to give the complete folder name. And separate them by space. And after that, you can use history. Just list this command you made, right? So you can copy this one and submit that. Okay, so this is the first question. Second question, which analyzes back usage with MapReduce. And for the problem solving in the exam, we're not going to ask you to write the whole code, but you really need to show your understanding about the map class and reduce class. And for MapReduce, that is batch processing. And mainly is want you to do some statistically in groups, right? So in this case, the City Transportation Authority wants to analyze which start stations are the most popular use MapReduce. So in that case, it is to check which one is popular. It needs to know how many stations has been used and how often it's being used, right? So it mainly just for each start station, you want to check the counts. And so in that case, it is start station will be the grouping criteria. And you use this one as the category, use this one as the grouping label, right? And so in that case, it is this grouping label will also work for the key, the specific output key of the map class and input key of the reduced class. And to answer this question, you really just need to the point out what is input key, what is input value, and output key output value for both map logic and reduced logic. And for input key here, you can write it down. This is the I also prepared one document so that could be a little bit formal. So for the map logic, in this case, the input key will be the line indexed, and this is long writable tab. And the input value will be the line content, right? The line content, text. And the action for this one is to split the line, is tokenizing, and split the line content or line text, either one is fine, by comma, and extract index one, right? Or just just omit. You can just omit one, corresponding to one count, right? And an output key will be start station, right? This is just an example. You can ignore that, and you can mark that as the text, right? And the output value will be one with int readable. And go to after finish the map class, map in the stage, the map reduce go to the shuffle and sort stage. It's going to go to each specific workload and specific map workload and pick up and check how many different start station it finds out. So it's going to group the data into different subgroups based on the start stations, and put associated value in each associated group, right? And then after that is go to the reduce class, reduce logic, and the reduce logic is going to take care of for one single category, single grouping criteria. And the input key will be start station. It's the same as the output key tab. And so the input value will be a list of ones. And so this is the associated values. And so these values, this list is the associated value associated with start station. And the action here is to sum all the values in the list. And output here is the station number and the total count. And I'll give you one example, trees, right? So this is the input line, and the map is going to miss east one, right? So for this one, it is this is based on the input format, and this format is being specified here, right? So this is start station, this is end station. So you need to list which is the east and one, and this is the key value pair. So remember that HDFS for storage and MapReduce is for processing. In the MapReduce, the map filter, prepare the data, and reduce aggregated. Now let's take a look at the next question. And this question is about HDFS mechanisms. And this question, most of these kind of questions, although I put here for review, but this mainly is for conceptual questions, right? For example, explain what is the job of a name node in Hadoop HDFS. To make it formal, I also prepare for some answers here. And the name node is the master node. And responsibility is to store metadata about the file system, keep track of which blocks belong to which file, and which data nodes hold these blocks. And the manage file system namespace and the client request for reading and write lines. And the job of the data load is the workload in HDFS. Responsibility is to store the actual data blocks of a file, handle read and write requests from clients, send the blocks reports and heartbeats to the name node to confirm they are live and data is in act. And the mechanism when the blocks or name node fail. When a file block in the data load is broken, HDFS detects the block corruption, viewed checksums, or missing heartbeats. Name node instruct the replication, and a new copy of the block is created another healthy data load to maintain the replication factor. And when the name node is broken, and typically, so when the name node is broken, it usually it called network administrators to help manually to do some action. And so that they can use a secondary name node, can use as the backup plan, and corresponding to it will actively stand by name nodes replicate metadata. If the name node fails, the standby takes over automatically. And the fault tolerance mechanism in HDFS, it uses data replication. And each block is stored on multiple data loads. And heartbeats monitor, and so name node regularly checks data node's healthy status, corrupted or lost blocks automatically re-replicated. Right? So it are going to prevent a single point of failure for metadata. And we also ask you for some question about the challenging things and opportunities for distributed system. The challenge is mainly just like synchronize multiple loads is complicated, and node failure can disrupt the computation, and the communication delays between the nodes could cause some issues, and data is spread across multiple locations and ensure the system can grow efficiently. An opportunity is that us, the scholars, work on the different problems to conquer these challenges and easily add more loads to handle large workloads, to handle with stability and to fast computation by dividing the tasks, and so that they could have a parallel processing, and cloud resources reduce the need for expensive hardware. So this is for cost efficiency, and the distributed system allowed collaboration from anywhere. So this is for global accessibility. And dynamically scaled resources up or down, and so this is making sure the resource elasticity. And they have several, we also briefly talk about several V's in the big data: volume, velocity, variety, veracity, value, variability, and visualization, right? So this is the different V's, and usually we emphasize that is the first six. That is most important. Visualization is not belong to that important the V's, right? So the first six is good one. Okay, I think that's all for this midterm exam. And I think everybody did very well this semester. I think it should be fine once you prepare for the midterm exam. And if you have any question, please check with me tomorrow or TS. Tomorrow I'm going to open the office hour for sure. And take care and enjoy.